bombs, so the fight may not be completely over, despite the final battle being just perhaps a few days away in eastern Syria. So now what we're seeing is the latest iteration of the Trump administration plan for Syria. That's calling for 200 American troops staying on the ground, more or less, and they will continue to patrol parts of eastern Syria on the eastern side of the Euphrates River Valley. They're going to continue to train and arm the YPG, which, as we all know, is the Syrian offshoot of the PKK terror group. That plan will also include another contingent of American forces in the Al-Tanf military base on the Jordanian-Iraqi border that not only has a countering Daesh mission, but also ostensibly to prevent Iranian expansion in an area where Iranian militias are continuing. So it's interesting. Just a few months ago, we saw President Trump himself saying that American troops will be out by April of this year, just a few weeks away. And then we saw General Votel, the head of American forces in the entire Middle East, saying that there is no firm timetable for the withdrawal of U.S. forces. Now Washington is asking European allies to also contribute forces up to possibly 1,000 to 2,000 European troops to patrol northeastern Syria and along the Turkish-Syrian border with their American counterparts.
Yeah, it is confusing to get these conflicting messages. Are the European allies likely to sign on to this plan? They have until Friday, today, to say whether or not they're going to join in. And it isn't even fair for the U.S. to ask or expect them to do it.
Well, there's a lot of skepticism on whether or not European capitals will really invest heavily in terms of not only keeping their troops or even allowing more European troops in northeastern Syria along with the U.S., especially if Daesh is declared to have been defeated. A lot of speculation on whether or not Germany, France, the UK, who already have a significant amount of contingency forces on the ground in Syria, will continue that fight alongside their U.S. counterparts. We've seen in other places such as Afghanistan, where the U.S. has struggled to have their NATO allies, Germany and the UK and France, to continue a military force presence on the ground. So with Daesh being defeated officially, potentially, it's very unlikely that we're going to see a significant amount of European forces staying on the ground. Now the question is, what will the U.S. military mission be following the defeat of the so-called caliphate? And will the U.S. maintain a permanent or quasi-permanent military presence in eastern Syria with Daesh functioning as a guerrilla group instead of as an international terror entity?
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Oubai Shahbandar, thank you so much.